There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage.
Adrian, welcome back to the stream, dude. Happy New Year, bro. Cheers, man. Stretching. Good night, Tammy, baby. Have a good night and a great stream. Catch you next time. Cheers. Good night, chat.
Good night, Shimo. Much love, dude. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Have yourself a great day tomorrow. All right, this is my last chance. We're definitely gonna save here. we're definitely gonna save here. There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. He was in there already. There's another entrance. He was put there after he died.
Happy New Year, Sam. You too, Adrian.
How goes 2022 so far? Hey, yo, dude. Did you get any of Lyric's cozy collection? I'm wearing one of his new long sleeves. Oh my god, dude, they're so great. I fucked up, and so I got medium because I felt like small was gonna be too small, but the length was just way too long. But yo, dude, thank God my parents own a cleaners. My mom was able to shorten the length. It's like, woo! You can't have any Cyberpunk if you haven't played it. Whatever. It's like having the Witcher quest sound completed sound. Hey man, I beat the base game in the first DLC, bro. Alright, dude.
Romance lane.
Lol. There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. What do you think, chat? He was in there already? There's another entrance. He was put there after he died. Let's examine the omnibus. So this is the front. There's the door. I don't think there's another entrance. He was in there already, or he was put there after he died. No, I want to say he was in there already. That's what I'm leaning towards.
Now play Blood and Tears.
Oh, I know. I gotta. After he died, or he came from the top. Oh, from the top of the... I mean, there is this skylight, but it doesn't open. It's just a window. All right, I'm gonna go with my hunch. I'm gonna say he was in there already. Hatches at the top? Okay. Let's see how this plays out. If it's not, then I can just reload. Clearly, he was in there already from beforehand.
Objection!
Tell me, my learned friend, what was the function of that clearly in your last sentence? Well said, Lord Van Zeeks. The clearly is troubling me also. No. That's really not the point. The point is that the victim must have been in the carriage from beforehand. Then answer me this. By beforehand, to what specific point in time are you referring? Well, clearly it's... I shall have to penalize the defense heavily for this irrelevant rambling. Oh no, that wasn't it, dude. That wasn't it, bro. We're reloading, dude. Never mind, dude. Never mind. Okay. We can go with there was another entrance? If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection!
I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other has only windows. Fixed windows which cannot possibly open. In short, there is no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
Objection!
But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered. Oh, really? Yes. One other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. All right, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here is the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin?
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight.
I say, the skylight?
I object your objection!
I think it's the hatch because she heard the loud bang sound too. Right. Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However,
Objection!
the skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection!
So you claim. But do you have a shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory? Both Mr. McYilden and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor. Yes, which has already been explained as the sound of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with the dagger. Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact.
Good gracious!
Elliot, my man, dude, you were right, dude. You were right from the start, dude. Good shit, dude. Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection!
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin? That's simply impossible. How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Well, yes, that's true, but... Might a humble fella make a wee comment here?
Holy shit, dude, shit's getting so spicy.
It is, Ghost.
I'm on the edge of my goddamn seat.
Might a humble fella make a wee comment here? Mr. McGilded? To be sure now, the two fellows who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... Aye,
That is a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree? Fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Oh my goodness. Surely not. These two chaps on the roof.
You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were?
Sup, boys? Sup, boys?
Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer?
You robber, he said! You robber! What are you insinuating?
This is a flaming outrage. I've a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I. Motherfucker, where are you running?
Mr. Fairplay.
You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and well-respected banker.
And me, a very angry hatter.
Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. It's... I protest. I protest in the strongest possible terms.
That's right. I protest too. About you, you rotten scoundrel.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Order, order, order. This is not the time, witnesses.
I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once.
But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know.
My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Van Zieks. It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Accuse? I never intended to... It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You propose to this court that the victim fell through the skylight through the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimidated. You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation. That animation, I know, right? I love the animations in this game. They're so good, dude. Especially when, like, they get all, like, fucking hot and heavy and fucking, oh my god, they all get all emotional. Dude, animations are fucking top-notch. I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but... You can't just dismiss it without a second thought. What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify.
I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another.
there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once.
Testify.
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo? The spectators in the public gallery are... they're in a complete frenzy.
Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord. You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes. Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this. This motherfucker on my TV screen, lol. Sup, sandwich? Welcome back, dude. Happy New Year, bro. Welcome back to the scrimmage. Testicles? Wait, what?
How you doing, Blitz? Good to see you, bro.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward.
Witness testimony, refuting the accusation.
We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that.
If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
If you're so sure that victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? Okay. Alright. I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine. How either witness could have performed any malevolent acts on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith. That's right, you see.
We're innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another.
What?
According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses shared no common dealings. Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. He is back. I should be working.
Welcome back, Katharina. How goes the meeting?
Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going on in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy?
Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord. How you doing, Blitz? Gotcha. So you didn't have to go into the meeting with that lady that's on crack that speaks like 1,000 words a second? The next meeting I want to talk about what is investigation with Katharina?
Lul.
Bitch, what? But I do have oh, that lady meeting is in 4 hours. Oh, okay. But I do have meeting in 1 hour with company we want to work with maybe, and I kind of don't want it. Like, you kind of You kind of don't want to work with the company, or you kind of don't want that meeting, or maybe both.
Refuting the accusation.
We were the only 2 people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that. Hold it!
So at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck?
Absolutely not, Dickon.
No question about it, he said. None at all. Oh, but... Yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here.
Is this true, Mr. McGilded?
Hear me, my lord. At the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately.
That's an outright lie. Without doubt, you were engaged in...
Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence at all? At all? Tis all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that.
Shots fired, shots fired. Let's go, McGilded.
I saw you with my own eyes.
This is going so well. I kind of don't want that meeting. Oh, okay. Why, if you don't mind me asking? Is it just boring? You don't like the people? People don't take a shower? What is it?
If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
Hold it!
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark. Perhaps too dark to see clearly?
Is this some kind of a lark?
Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is that what this is?
Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly?
Are you fair dinkum, sir?
Are you serious, sir? That's what he said.
He's just translating.
Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you.
I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you'd never open them again.
That's extreme?
It was extreme, I tell you, and we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door.
He's beat several cases. I'm not sure. I don't know those people, and we're not interested.
Do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
We got it. I mean, you got it, Katharina. I mean, yo, dude. Shia just said, just do it. I don't know those people, and we're not interested fully yet to work with them, so I have to ask different questions. And then, in the end, I have to say that we are not sure yet about the collab. Oh, okay, so it kind of just seems like a waste of time for you.
Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear ye at all. That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Now. It was a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. It's hardly surprising. Seeing things? Seeing things?
I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point.
And he's just like, what, bitch? What the fuck you gonna do about it?
Don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, then 'tis only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about.
This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. All right. We're pressing statement number 3. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. Hold it! So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before? Oh, Lume, no, not once, never.
He'd never met the man before, he said. Never.
And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealings with the victim either?
That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir.
No, I imagine not.
You see? How many different ways can I put this? Neither of us. Well, no. Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin.
Excuse me.
Mr. McGilded?
Yes, counsel. What can I be doing for you? Or what can I be doing you for?
Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow?
Not the remotest connection. Is that right now? I wonder.
What are you insinuating now?
Mr. Fairplay. Has been too long, so it has.
Eh?
If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Your repayment date?
I beg your pardon?
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir.
At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion.
Well now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass his crimes off another? And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding up.
So glad he mentions it.
That there top hat sliding about on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it? I'm still just an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine jet walks through the door. A perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is.
Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch.
Oh, I see, Katharina. Aw, I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch. Customers such as Thrice-Fired Mason? There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence for, my lord.
Oh.
This, you mean?
I can't help thinking that the poor fella's hat looks distinctly familiar. Wouldn't you say?
That's one of my hats.
Aye, that it is. So, it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours.
Nani?
The sort of customer I'd wager you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh no, sir. Absolutely not, sir.
Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case.
You little weasel.
He's better at this than I am. Gosh, Mr. McYielded has certainly been through in his... Gosh, Mr. McYielded has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he?